7 things about women that men don't like, but women think we do. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before I get started, I want you to watch the entire video. If you like the video, comment, like, subscribe at the end of the video, but first watch the entire video. Next, I would not be talking about all women, even though it feels like it. And if you haven't subscribed to my second channel, who is Anthony Spade, the link is in the description. All right, today we're going to be talking about 7 things about women that men don't like, but women tend to think that we do. And the reason why I'm making this video is because a lot of women out there who have something to prove, who are successful, who are very beautiful and doing their thing, they actually use that as an ego, and they try to use that as value whenever it comes to negotiating with a man or who's going to be more powerful. Women are like, all right, if I'm not going to out-dominate you, you got to treat me as an equal. Well, that's why those girls are single. That's why those girls don't have a man, and that's typically why those girls and women are gonna die alone. I look at I have 2 neighbors that are black, and they're black women, and they're very successful, but they're lonely. They don't have a man. All the men that come over to their house look like handyman that work down at the church. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be breaking down 7 things today that men are probably going to agree with more likely, but if women are watching, these are the things that you may want to start looking at. Let's get to it. First, a man does not care how much money a woman makes. And I've said this a lot of times and before. A woman with $1 million in her bank account, but she's not submissive, she's not pretty, she's not parabondable, is an ugly chick to a man. A pretty girl who's parabondable with a nice attitude with a $20 dress on and no money in her bank account can get a husband way faster than a woman who has a lot of money. It's that simple. And what you have is, you have a lot of women, when they do make the money, they prefer to be with guys who don't make as much as them, so they always keep control in the relationship. So they go and get in these relationships with these beta males who's been raised by their mother, right? And then they start to control the man. They start to tell him what he's gonna do. And next thing you know, he is not her boyfriend. He's not her husband. Her husband has become her son. She starts talking to him like a little boy. And this is what a lot of you guys see when it comes to these so-called I have money women. No, they just want to control you. And when they control you, they do it worse than a man. And I've said that in the past. I said women egos are way bigger than a man whenever it comes to them showcasing that they have money. Next, a man doesn't care how confident you are. It doesn't. All that just means is that you're compatible. Compatible is a turn on to high value men for in the bedroom. But compatibleness is not a turn on to a man when it comes to building a family and a legacy. So this is what really keeps the women single. It's because they're still going to draw in high value guys, but high value guys are going to be one night standing them. High value guys are going to keep them as side chicks. You feel what I'm saying? So she's going to always be caught like, all right, I can get a high value guy, but when I'm lonely, I have to be with the low value guy. But when the low value guy gets on my nerves, everything that I don't like about him, I'm going to use that to be angry with him at the moment. Next. A man doesn't care that you have to work long hours at work. It's that simple. A man does not care if a woman has to work 60 hours a week and has to be here at this time and has to be at that time. When it comes down to the alpha male, the guy that typically that she wants, if you can't fit into his schedule, he's going to go to the next woman. It's that simple. A man is not about to be in a relationship with a woman that works more than him. And once again, I'm going to tell you, there is a guy out there that wants that. And it's going to be that beta male who grew up with his mama being the dominant one in the relationship. And she told him, you need to be with a woman that's successful and does all these things. So he goes from mommy doing that to going to go be with a girlfriend that does that. That's typically what you're going to see. So there are guys out there that likes that. But typically the alpha male just doesn't care about your job hours. All you're doing is telling him, I don't have enough time to raise kids. I don't have enough time to be a mom. I don't have enough time to keep the house straight. I don't have enough time to make sure that we build stuff together where I take care of this stuff and you take care of the stuff that's going to be more stressful. See, men can handle stress way better than women. Women can't handle the stress the same way that a man does. And we're talking about a real man. We're not talking about a little boy. Next, a man doesn't care about your popularity online. That's simple. A man does not care how popular you are, how many followers you have, any of that. Why? Because they're all distractions to his overall goal. His overall goal of pulling you in close to him, where you two can start building and you come to one. The more popular you are, the better you're going to feel, the more dopamine that starts to be released throughout her body. A smart man's going to know, all right, when she gets addicted to social media, she's done. You'll never convince somebody to get off of social media. A person has to realize how social media is damaging them inside and take the opportunities to get off of it themselves because they want to be better. So the more popular that woman is online, the more a real man's going to look at it like, all right, I'm staying away from her because she's going to draw in too much bad energy. She's going to draw in too much bad energy, and bad energy is going to throw everybody off of their game. Next, close to your family. A man does not care if you're really close to your family because it's up to him to adapt you to his way of living. See, and that's where a lot of women, when it's time to come to the holidays and y'all start going around family and you noticing like, it's a single parent celebration. All these get-togethers are a bunch of single parents that get together, not enough families. Why? Because women have said it's our way. So you don't want to pair a bond with a man to adapt to his mom and adapt to his family, which is typically what a man wants you to do. So you say, no, I'm not adapted to him. I'll just go hang around my family with all the single people because I'm comfortable, because they're okay with my ideology. See, a bad woman can't go around mommy because mommy's going to be able to read that bad woman, and mommy's going to say, this girl right here is going to want to control you because I used to control you, son. I know what type of woman she is. So those type of women stay single because they are afraid of being compatible with the mom over control over the man. That's why they're not attractive to those men. It's because a man don't want no woman fighting for dominancy with his mom over him. Next, speaking your mind. A man does not care if you come out and just speak your mind and blur stuff out and use phrases like, I'm speaking my truth, or I'm keeping it real. You learned all that from men, dust balls. A man don't want no loud mouth. A man don't want no woman always got something to prove. That's what a woman's doing when she speak her mind. Speaking your mind, telling your truth, is just it's a way of covering up ignorance. That's all it is. Those little phrases, speak your truth and all this, it's just covering up ignorance. What it does is shift the situation too much and makes you very compatible. The more compatible you are, the less, I'm going to say it again, the more compatible you are, the less that man wants to be around you. But he may want to keep you around for in bed. Compatible women are really good in bed. He may want to keep you around for the times that he want to have fun, where he maybe want to lose some steam, but he doesn't want to make that woman his wife, the woman that speaks her mind and blabbers out. No, that only looks cool to beta males. And majority of women out there, confidence comes from beta males. They can't be around an alpha male because the alpha male is going to force them to face reality. Next, last but not least, dreams. A man does not care if a woman has dreams or not, because 9 times out of 10, women don't have dreams. They have things that make them feel good again. They have things that if they go to chase a dream, right, and they don't get too far off of their looks, they're not going to chase it anymore. Women only chase things that they know they could be successful with because they're already ahead of the game based off of their looks. That's how it is. A woman's dream, a woman to walk into McDonald's to get a job, her dream would be like, all right, I got to become the manager of this place because the general manager looked at my booty. That'll be her goal. Oh, I know the general manager looking at my booty, so I'm going to make everybody at work mad but him. That's what you see going on at the job. Those girls make everybody at the job mad but the boss. Why? Because that's how women get ahead. They get ahead by getting up under a beta male and allowing the beta male to put them in charge. You don't ever see a woman putting another woman in power. You always see a beta male putting a woman that he's attracted to and stronger than him in charge. That's how women accomplish dreams. They don't really have dreams. And once again, I'm going to say, I'm not talking about all women. I'm talking about a lot of women. You don't have dreams. Naturally, women want to be moms. Like, I don't care what anyone says. Women want to be moms. The sad part is they have not seen what has been done to them until they're sitting in their house, lonely, drinking wine, watching TV, checking the batteries on their little toy, telling themselves, I'm lonely, I really want a man. I'm lonely, I really want a man. But then they go online. Men ain't this. They get around their friends. I don't want no man. I'm better by myself. Oh, I don't want no man. I'm better by this. Grandma, I don't need no man. Things have changed. Ain't nobody get married. This is everything that a woman tells themselves when they're on surface. And they project that energy out. But when they go home at night, they're sitting around and they're saying, Lord, please send me a man. And this is 7 things about women that men don't like, that women think that we like. But these are the things that are actually keeping them single and keeping us single as well. Anthony Spade, comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. And remember, if she ain't holding you down, she's slowing you down. Hasta la vista.